Hey guys, Alex and Dad from 7th Hour Films back again with Doctor Who. We're back from our vacation. We're recording this actually just the day before we go on our vacation, but that is purely on me because, by the time this goes out, you'll have already seen it, but when we come back from our vacation, I have a lot of work to catch up on. House of the Dragon Season 3 is starting. I have to finish off some stuff from the past anime season, so it's a lot. So, but to get ahead of that, here we are. Also, I just realized normally
I'm still not used to that.
You know the thing I'm forgetting. I just like go about my day. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't have hair anymore. I forget now. So, and like I'm going back into some old habits and being like, oh yeah, I'm not doing that anymore. So. What I'm doing now is sort of looping that little strap in. There's not just one little thing hanging out from that. So I don't have the confidence yet to just go a whole episode without my hat on. So, anywho, technically the last time we watched Doctor Who was the time of the Doctor. We have done a couple things since then. We watched An Adventure in Space and Time again, and we did the 11th Doctor retrospective. So. Just in general, what have we done recently on Doctor Who?
I thought the time of the Doctor, I thought the whole thing on Trenzalore was interesting. The fact that Matt Smith literally aged and aged and aged because that was what he had to do to.
Yeah.
And then Clara talked to the Time Lords through the crack in time and space. And they apparently gave him regenerations. Don't know how many, but theoretically an infinite number, one can suppose. Which allowed him then to defeat... Who was he fighting? Everybody,
pretty much everyone. Yeah. But the last ones there were the Daleks. So,
and at the end, he did momentarily see Amy again, but then he regenerated in front of Clara, who didn't quite understand what was happening. And as the episode ended, Peter Capaldi said, "Do you know how to fly this thing?" Which, of course, leads us to the fact that the TARDIS is probably going to crash again, like it did when we introduced Matt Smith.
And when we introduced David Tennant.
Yeah.
It just keeps happening. So, it was actually... So, we were talking about with the last episode, apparently it was true that Moffat wanted that to be an entire season. Just a season of the Doctor on Trenzalore. And that was going to wrap up a lot of different things, a lot of different loose ends from the era. But Matt Smith decided, hey, I think I want to bow out now. So they were like, okay, well, let's just condense all of that into one Christmas special. So it's a little messy, but I think it still works. Yeah. So, but yeah, we are moving on to Season 8, the first of the Peter Capaldi era.
Now, I have to say, just based on this image of him with his, nice little period tuxedo there, he looks like he would make a very interesting Ebenezer Scrooge. Not the old man that you normally see. And I understand there's a new version coming out with... Johnny Depp as Scrooge.
There's like 2 new ones coming out soon. One of them has Johnny Depp.
But, see, I've always thought that one of the things that every adaptation of Christmas Carol in a movie or TV that I've seen is they lack his sense of humor. Now, people look at me and go, Ebenezer Scrooge doesn't have a sense of humor. Yes, he does. If you look at what he says to his nephew, to Bob Cratchit, to all this other stuff, yes, you can read it in a mean tone of voice. But if you look at it a little deeper, he enjoys mocking his nephew. He enjoys all of the stuff that he does with Cratchit and everybody else. He when he talks to all of the spirits, except for the Ghost of Christmas Yet to Come, he has a rather playful tone underneath that. He goes, look, I understand what you're trying to teach me. I don't think you're going to be able to, but I understand. And there's a very nice undercurrent of humor in Scrooge that I would love to see somebody like Capaldi play in a movie form.
Yeah. I just had his name. Where is it? George C. Scott. He did that a lot.
Yeah.
Like, especially when he's talking to Fred at the beginning.
Yes.
Like, you can see he's, like, containing his laughter.
Yeah.
Because he knows what he's saying is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But...
And I know that was a heresy back in the early 70s to have an American actor play Scrooge, but he did a wonderful job.
Yeah, so... So, yeah. Oh, we should also point out that this is our first Doctor Who recording in the new Wilderness era. So, since I actually found it funny because, you know, at the time of recording this, that the news about Doctor Who and the 2026 Christmas special went out literally yesterday. And so the next video that goes up for us at the time of recording is the time of the Doctor. And I just thought, oh, well, the intro then is all the better when I say, welcome to the end of Doctor Who. That statement is only going to be more true as time goes on. Eventually I'm going to say it, and it is going to be true, unfortunately.
I think they'll find a way to resurrect it.
Yeah, they'll figure out something. I think a lot of people are just like, okay, it'll come back. Let's give it like 5 years. Let's give it a break. Everybody calm down after everything that's happened over the past couple years. And then we'll come back and do what they did with Eccleston.
Yeah.
So,
Now, here's the deal. Wasn't Russell T. Davies a fan early on?
yes.
All right. So, in the 15, 16 years that the New Who has been running,
20 now.
20,
Yeah.
yeah. Surely there's somebody who was a teenager back in 2005, who is in their mid-30s by now, who has the kind of investment in Doctor Who that RTD had,
Yeah.
and would be willing to say, hey, listen, I would be willing to take over, keep the elements both of classic and New Who, and take it in not necessarily another direction, but take it in a new kind of condensed, compact, whatever you want to call it, version of Doctor Who. And I think that would be, the fact that they only do 13 episodes and a couple of specials each year.
Technically.
Yeah, I think they could sustain that.
Yeah, they could. It's...
Hell, turn it over to me. I'll do it.
Yeah, we will do it. I actually wrote down 13 different episodes that I could write out into stories. Granted, I don't write anything. I am not a writer whatsoever. So I'm not saying they would be good. I'm just saying these are ideas that I just pass around in my head. So, yeah, I don't know. But anyway, that's where we are in the wilderness. The good news is there is so much Doctor Who to hold people over until the new thing comes out. Yeah. So there's obviously the Big Finish audio dramas. If you either A, are unlike him and you actually like those, or B, you're unlike me and can actually afford those. So they're a little expensive. They're a little on the expensive side. But then there's also books. I actually started reading. This was maybe 10 years ago, but it was a Doctor Who book written by Tom Baker. And it's the Fourth Doctor and Sarah Jane and Harry, and they're going on an adventure, and Tom Baker wrote it. And I think I heard at some point the 13th Doctor shows up, because everyone was like, yeah, shit, Tom Baker really knows what to do with the 13th Doctor. So there's plenty of stuff. There's plenty of stuff to hold us over, including these reactions that'll just keep going forever. So...
All right, and how long have we been doing this now? 6 years, 7 years, 8 years?
Yeah, I think six-ish.
6-ish?
6 years, at least continuously.
Yeah.
So...
And we've probably got at least another 2 or 3 years to get all the way through Shudigatwa.
I'd say probably 2 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Just hang in there. We'll be here when it all comes back.
Yeah, it's... it'll be a lot. And again, when we really catch up, that's when I'll take up drinking. It's a rite of passage for Doctor Who fans. At some point, they have to take up drinking because of a Doctor Who episode.
Speaking of which, one of the places we're going on our vacation is known for its, shall we say, inventive alcoholic beverages, and we fully intend to introduce Alex to some of those.
I don't drink. That's the thing. I just, and not because I'm against drinking. I just don't. Look, if I can't afford Big Finish, I can't afford alcohol either. So, so yeah, I just don't drink. But I'm not against it, and I definitely want. I know this is going from 0 to 100 really quickly. I do want to try Dan Aykroyd's Crystal Head vodka. just for the memes, just because it's stupid, you know? Because it's, if you ever watch like the video that he made where he's talking about how he came up with the vodka, it is like all the technobabble you could find in Star Trek of like how he perfected it, and then he based it on the crystal skulls, you know, from the ancient civilizations, and he like the bottle itself is a clear skull, and it's like 1-to-1 a perfect like recreation of a human skull to keep your vodka in. And he went on Larry King back in the day, and it nearly killed Larry King because it was way too strong. So it's really funny just going down the rabbit hole of how weird Dan Aykroyd is. So, anywho,
All right.
none of that matters. None of what we've said for the past 10 minutes have mattered to this episode. So,
And I have to comment, and I can't remember the name of the responder, but on one of the last episodes that you posted, one of the comments was basically, "I'm here to listen to the old man ramble."
well, yeah, it is what we do. I actually named the 11th Doctor retrospective episode just yapping about the 11th Doctor. That's pretty much just what we're doing. We're just yapping. So, with that said,
Let's take a deep breath.
yeah, let's start yapping about this episode of Doctor Who.
Tyrannosaur.
Oh, it's
In
one of those
London.
days.
At 9 o'clock in the morning. Probably Victorian times. There's
Madam Vastra.
Madame
Thank
Vestra.
God.
Yeah.
I'll wager you've not seen anything like this before.
Well, not since I was a little girl. Big fella, isn't he?
Millions of years
Dinosaurs are
ago.
mostly this size.
I do believe it's a she.
No, they weren't. I've seen fossils. I was there.
Well, that's all well and good, but what's this dinosaur fella doing in the Thames?
It must have time traveled.
The backstroke.
Oh, it ate the TARDIS.
It's just laid an egg.
It dropped a blue box marked police out of its mouth. Your grasp of biology troubles me.
Hello? Exit the box and surrender to the glory of the Sontaran Empire. Shush. Doctor?
Oh, you two. The green one? And the not green one. Or it could be the other way around. I mustn't prejudge. Oh, you remember her?
Ugh. It's been a long day.
Your handles. You used to be a little robot head. And now you really let yourself go.
Eh.
You're giving her a headache.
And her headache.
My lady friend! Just an expression, don't get any ideas. How do you know?
Oh, into the mud.
It's a doctor.
Right here.
That's him. That's the doctor.
Well then, here we go again.
Why, thank you, Brigadier.
Yeah. New titles.
And a new theme.
Yep.
But what's the point? You're just messing the room and don't look in that mirror. It's absolutely furious.
Doctor, please. You have to lie down. You keep passing out.
Well, of course I keep passing out. There's all these beds. Why do you keep talking like that? What's gone wrong with your accent? Why do you...
Nothing's wrong with her accent.
You sound the same. It's spreading. You all sound all English. Now you've all developed a fault.
Be gentle then.
I'll try. Brace yourself. Piano.
I love monkeys, they're so funny.
Oh, I see. So people are monkeys now, are they?
No, dear. People are apes. Men are monkeys.
I was gonna say, is he a monkey? He's a Time Lord.
Where did he get that face? Why has it got lines on it? It's brand new. How can his hair be all grey? He only just got it.
May I take your coat?
Not wearing a coat.
What's all that?
Clothes.
May I take your clothes?
Probably not.
Are you wearing a hat?
It's hair.
No, I think it's a hat. Would you like me to check?
Gas lamps.
See, you don't stay out too late now.
You know me?
Yes, I do.
Now, what's really odd is this is right about the time that paleontology became a big thing. Most people probably wouldn't have known what a real dinosaur was.
He has walked this universe for centuries untold. He has seen stars fall to dust. You might as well flirt with a mountain range.
I did not flirt with him.
He flirted with you.
How?
He looked young. Who do you think that was for?
Me?
Everyone. I wear a veil as he wore a face. For the same reason.
What reason?
The oldest reason there is for anything. To be accepted.
Now, did you tell me he was in his 50s when he did this?
Yeah.
So that's a lot of action for a 50-something-year-old man. He's trying to imitate Matt Smith, but he's done a very good job of it.
Jenny and I are married. The doctor regenerated in your presence. The young man disappeared. The veil lifted. He trusted you. Are you judging him?
You're boring, not me. Me?
Marcus Aurelius, Roman Emperor. Last of the five good and stoic philosopher.
Superlative bass guitarist. The doctor really knows how to put a band together.
And the only pin-up I... Just because my pretty face has turned your head, do not assume that I am so easily distracted.
Sorry.
Another word from you, Cratchit, and you'll keep your Christmas by losing your situation.
Goodness me.
You will be at home again!
Oh no.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to relieve you of your pet. You what? Shut up, I was talking to the horse. What are you doing? Forward!
Why did they leave him with the sonic screwdriver?
If all the pudding brains are gawking, then what is he?
Do you think that's whoever...
Yes.
The doctor is still missing, but he will always come looking for his box. By bringing it here, he will be lured from the dangers of London to this place of safety, and we will melt him with acid.
Okay, that last part?
And we will not melt him with acid.
There you go.
Old habits.
Uh,
The Times. Shall I send it up?
Yeah, why not?
thanks.
Well, now that she's back in Victorian times, will she meet herself?
No.
Jenny,
Victorian Clara's already dead.
come on in.
She could go find her own grave, though.
Nice do.
Meanwhile, Madame Vastra is slightly occupied by the Conk Singleton forgery case and is having the Camberwell child poisoner for dinner.
For dinner?
After she's finished interrogating him. Probably best to stay at the larder.
Camberwell is mentioned in Angel Street. Sergeant Ruff says, I'm pretty sure he says he helped track down the Camberwell murderer.
You look better now, you're up.
Thank you, Strax.
Oh, sorry. Trigger the light, you still look terrible. Can I get you anything?
No thanks. Maybe just some water.
Of course.
Not mop water, you idiot.
Eh.
Oh, don't hold back. I've nearly finished anyway. Perhaps it is time then. For your mandatory medical examination.
He is a medic.
Now that's interesting.
What? What's interesting?
Deflected narcissism, traces of passive-aggressive, and a lot of muscular young men doing sport.
What are you looking at?
Your subconscious.
He's not just going to abandon me here.
You must stop worrying about him, my boy. By now, he's almost certainly had his throat cut by the violent poor.
Well, he's still so early in his regeneration, it might be okay.
I need clothes. I need clothes, that's what I need. And a big long scarf. No. I'll move on from that. It looks stupid.
Rude.
Have you seen this face before? It's covered in lines. But I didn't do the frowning. You frowned me this face.
Maybe when you watch Vesuvius
I've
erupt.
seen that face before. I'm not just being rhetorical here. You can join in.
I don't like it.
What?
Your face.
Well, I don't like it either. But it's all right up until the eyebrows. Then it just goes haywire. Look at the eyebrows. These are attack eyebrows. You take the bottom tops off with these. They're independently crossed. They probably want to seed from the rest of my face and set up their own independent state of eyebrows. That's good. I am Scottish. I've gone Scottish. Oh, it's good. I'm Scottish. I'm Scottish. I am Scottish. I can complain about things. I can really complain about things now. Give me your coat. Spontaneous combustion.
Oh, what devilry is this, sir?
I don't know, but I probably blame the English.
That actor, by the way, was Elizabeth Sladen's husband.
Oh.
It was no bother, really. I saw your advert. I figured it out. Happy to play your game.
No, I didn't place the ad. You placed the ad.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you placed the ad. I figured it out. Impossible Girl. See, lunch.
No, look, the impossible, that is a message from the impossible
For
girl.
the Impossible Girl. Hang on. Egomaniac, needy game player.
This could be a trap.
That was me.
Never mind that.
Yes, I am minding that.
Clara.
You were talking about me.
Clara, what is happening right now in this restaurant to you and me is more important than your egomania.
Nothing is more important than my egomania.
Right, you actually said that.
You never mention that again.
Kick him.
What are they?
I don't know. But don't worry, because that's not the question. The question is, what is this restaurant?
Okay, what is this restaurant?
I don't know.
You have cheesecake.
It's a face.
Yeah, it's very convincing.
No, it's a face.
Yeah, it was a person's face.
Yes, we have a children's menu.
Oh, well, good to know. I can do some coloring.
You've got to admire that efficiency.
You're not Cyberman?
No.
It's more a sort of a automated organ collection station for the unwary diner. Sweeney Todd without the pies.
So where are we now?
Factually, we've got one shot at this.
Next time, make one that doesn't roll.
Go!
Ow.
You got it.
I just about reach.
It's times like this I miss Amy. Nothing.
Wait. Amy and her long legs.
You should make that thing voice activated. Oh, for God's sake, it is, isn't
I
it?
don't want to talk about it. Droids harvesting spare parts. That rings a bell.
Oh. What was it? The Marie Antoinette? No, it was the Lady de Pompadour.
Also written by Stephen
Captain,
Moffat.
my captain. It's a brand new head rebooting. I've seen this before.
Hurry up! Get out!
Ow, dang it.
Oh, give me the screwdriver.
I might need it.
Run, you clever girl.
Run to where? Alright. How long can you hold your breath?
How long can you hold your breath?
Nope, can't do it.
You will tell us.
Yeah, I know. Well, what?
You will die.
Go on then. Do it.
You can learn a lesson from your terrible students.
You have to kill me. Threats don't work unless you deliver.
You will tell us where the other one is.
Nope.
You will be destroyed.
Destroy me then. And if you don't, then I'm not going to believe a single threat you make from now on.
Information can be extracted by means of your suffering.
You should lead with that.
Where is the other one?
How long have you been rebuilding yourselves? Look at the state of you. Is there any real you left? What's the point?
The people of Theseus. Oof.
Hello, hello. Rubbish robots from the dawn of time. This is your power source. And feeble though it is, I can use it to blow this whole room if I see one thing that I don't like. And that includes karaoke and mine, so take no chances. See, Clara?
Why are you here?
Well, why did you invite us? The message in the paper. That was you, wasn't it?
Oh.
I hate being wrong in public. Everybody forget that happened.
Oh,
Clara,
it was
say the word.
the infamous
They never
fourth
sent you anything
party.
without a word.
I don't want to say it.
I've guessed it already.
You're on him, man.
Oh, back up.
Remain still and lay down your weapons in the name of the British Empire.
Oh,
Strax.
your work on that.
Sorry?
Doctor, he's getting away.
Your friend is intelligent. He'll know better than to follow me.
I'm not sure about that.
What has she landed us with this time?
The restaurant is closed.
Shoot them. They don't have guns, do they?
I don't know.
Keep everyone out. No one comes in here.
Couldn't remember. Sherlock Holmes always carried a revolver. I think Lestrade did.
It flies now.
To make assumptions about how far I will go to protect them because I've already come a very long way. And unlike you, I do not expect to reach the promised land.
You realize, of course, one of us is lying about our basic programming.
Yes.
And I think we both know who that is.
Well, they's a broken. Ugh. But which one of them was lying?
You've redecorated.
Yes.
I don't like it.
I don't like it.
Not entirely convinced myself. I think there should be more round things on the walls. I used to have a lot of round things. I wonder where I put them.
Look, he's got furniture.
Like the 7th Doctor going into the 8th Doctor.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Flashy.
Very Pertwee. Just without some of the frills.
What do you mean, the Doctor?
I'm phoning you from Trenzalore. From before I changed. I mean, it's all still to happen for me. It's coming. Oh, it's coming. And however scared you are, Clara, the man you are with right now, the man I hope you are with, believe me, he is more scared than anything you can imagine right now. And he needs you.
So who is it?
Is that the Doctor?
Is that the Doctor?
Yes.
He sounds old. Please tell me I didn't get old, anything but old.
I've just been old.
Young.
No bow tie. No tie at all.
Nope.
Goodbye, Clara.
You can't see me, can you? You You look at me and you can't see me. Have you any idea what that's like? I don't think that I'm a hugging person now.
I'm not sure you're gonna vote.
Whatever you say.
No! I'm Missy. You made it. I hope my boyfriend wasn't too mean to you.
Where am I?
But where do you think you are? Look around you. You made it. The promised land. Paradise. Welcome to heaven.
What the heck?
This is what you expected, right?
No.
Weird Mary Poppins? Alrighty. That is episode 1.
Alright. Now, I like the idea that the transition, as they say in Quantum Leap, Swiss cheeses his mind for a while. Matt Smith went through it. Tennant didn't do it quite as much.
Yeah, well, he did in that Christmas episode. I mean, he was knocked out most of that Christmas episode, so...
But that's new because the Fifth Doctor did it, but then the Sixth Doctor jumped right up and said, "Who did you expect?"
Yeah, it kind of depends. I mean, the twin dilemma... The problem with the Sixth Doctor is you don't know when it ended, so...
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
And then 7... was it the Ronnie? Somebody was keeping him from remembering.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's an interesting way to transition because you don't immediately say, "I'm the Doctor, you have to accept me." You have this guy going, "I speak dinosaur. Why am I here in London?" And so it does help the audience, not just the companions. It helps the audience transition to the new guy. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. You don't have to answer it. Does he finally realize whose face it is?
It'll be brought up again.
Okay. All right. Just checking.
Not anytime soon, but it'll be brought up again. But yeah, now this episode gets criticized for 2 reasons. Number 1 is for Clara, because a lot of people think there's no reason for Clara to be so upset. She literally saw multiple incarnations of the Doctor like 2 weeks ago. So the fact that he has changed shouldn't be such a big deal to her. I would argue that there is a difference between meeting a couple guys and being like, okay, yeah, I guess this is the same guy, but still having your version of him there, and him sneezing into an angry Scotsman in front of your eyes and crashing and being devoured by a dinosaur. I'm going to say that's a little traumatic. The other thing, people criticize the 11th Doctor phoning her, because they say it kind of robs the 12th Doctor of being able to stand on his own. I think that Moffat remembers what happened the last time we did this, where Rose did reject the 10th Doctor for a while, and he tried to play with that. Obviously, it still happened, of Clara rejecting the 12th Doctor, but I think that worked out, especially for the seeing this is still the same person.
Yeah.
So,
here's the difference. Eccleston was probably in his 30s.
He might have been in his 40s. I don't know.
Okay, so Rose is used to a relatively young man.
Yeah.
He changes into Tennant, who is much younger and, let's say, ostensibly better looking. Takes her a while to get used to it.
And he's passed out while the Earth is being invaded.
And then transitioning to Matt Smith, of course, that was entirely new because he didn't have a companion at that point. So when Amy sees him and then when Clara meets him, he's a young man. But there is a difference in the other 2 transitions, and going from Matt Smith, who is still in his 20s, to a man who's in his 50s.
Yeah.
That's like someone who I knew in high school who would suddenly meet me, and they would literally have to look at me and go, that can't be the same person.
Yeah.
Despite the fact that I still think I've got a personality very similar to what I had in high school, people who knew me then and looked at me now would go, no, that can't be the same person.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, there is a completely different look about me now. I mean, completely different. Not just the gray hair, but my features have really kind of changed since high school. So I understand her reluctance. The fact that he still had that kind of quirky, super hyper energetic personality should have been a clue that it was the same guy.
Yeah.
But her skepticism doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
The phone call, because I think that Matt Smith said to himself, she's already seen me now 400 years older than the last time she saw me, and she's kind of freaked out by that. So if I change into something else, whether it's young, old, man, woman, dinosaur, whatever, she's not going to be able to handle that. Despite the fact that she has, again, gone back in time, in his time stream, seen the other doctors. It's just that she had a very close relationship. And again, I'm not saying it was romantic, but there's a very personal relationship between her and the 11th Doctor.
Yeah.
That just, when you see the angry eyebrows, you're just going, oh, wait, this can't possibly be the same person.
Yeah. So, it's really interesting watching this again, because I have picked up on a few things that I didn't notice the last time around. And, obviously there's trying to accept this version of the Doctor, but I like how Madame Vastra mentions the veil. That, in a sense, having those younger faces was a veil. It's something for the Doctor to be more accepted by people. And now, if anything, since this is the first body of this cycle of regenerations, this is essentially the first Doctor again. And so he's kind of he's gone away with that. He's just kind of gone back to who he was at the beginning, which is an older man, but he still has a lot of what he's gained basically over the past 2,000 years, he said, of all these different regenerations. You can see there's still that energy and stuff, but yeah, it's like the 11th Doctor really was like a mask, which you could even go with what they talk about with the Day of the Doctor, when they call him the man who forgets. If the 9th Doctor was the PTSD Doctor after the Time War, the 10th Doctor was sort of the regret, the sadness, the angst of everything that had happened with the Time War. And the 11th Doctor is basically just him putting on this mask and just being like, I'm done with that. I cannot do this anymore, and I will run away, go into these fairy tales with Amelia Pond, and I will get away from all of that. And now he's at a point, now that he's saved Gallifrey and everything, he's at a point where he's like, okay, I need to go back to being me. I need to go back to basics. But in doing so, he's also kind of like, what were my basics again? I don't fully remember what my basics were. So he's got some of it. Just having that face is sort of a back to basics with the first Doctor, but now he's got to sort of rebuild himself. And this is a very interesting thing. These next 3 seasons that we have the 12th Doctor are basically, I mean, obviously we're going to have the episodic, nature of Doctor Who, but these all start a deep story arc for the 12th Doctor, and a very interesting character arc for him specifically that really no other Doctor has kind of attempted. I mean, you could argue they tried to do that with the 6th Doctor and they just weren't able to finish with it since he was fired, but it's a really interesting thing watching the 12th Doctor play out. It's like pretty much by the end of this episode, it's like, well, he's him, he's the Doctor, but we've still got a long way to go with his character specifically now. And I think that's just a really interesting thing to do, especially, it works here because you've had Moffat, who did just a good standard era of Doctor Who, and now he's like, okay, now how do we take that and sort of, I hate to say the word, but deconstruct it with this Doctor. And I hate that because everyone's tired of deconstructions, but this was 2014, and so everyone was still fine with that.
To me, he's a little bit of Hartnell, but he's also a little bit of the Seventh Doctor, and I've just forgotten his name.
Sylvester McCoy.
McCoy, all right. Yeah, because McCoy was also an older man. Older than the 2 or 3 guys previous to him.
Yeah.
So, again, I don't have a problem with it. And I can't remember, we may have talked about this before, but again, the whole concept of the regeneration, going all the way back to the very beginning with Hartnell into Troughton, you have to accept that. I mean, that's the premise of the show, is that at certain points he's going to change, and the audience has always accepted it. There have always been those who said, nope, after Hartnell, why should I watch this, cosmic hobo? And then after they got used to Troughton, they said, oh, no, it's a dandy now. And it's the weird guy with the scarf. And it's the young cricketer. So, all right, either accept the premise or go watch something else.
Yeah, I mean, some people have said that it's like, the reason Doctor Who kind of works is that it's always a different show. And so it's like, yeah, you basically have, the sort of curmudgeon historian who gets thrown into space every so often. That's the first Doctor. Then you have the cosmic hobo who's going through every base under siege you could possibly deal with. Then you have James Bond dealing with aliens on Earth. Then you have the crazy bohemian, as people call him, going forever. Then you have the nice cricket man who's just going through everything. You have the insane one with the insane suit, but he's got his moments. You've got the sort of Machiavellian schemer who's also just kind of weird. And then, you have the Edwardian kind of kooky, but kind of interesting, it commands a lot of authority with the 8th Doctor. You have the 9th Doctor, he's PTSD. The man's just like, just trying to get away from it all. The 10th Doctor trying to, as I said, dealing with his regrets, but also trying to have some fun. The 11th Doctor being in a fairy tale, and now this. I always say, the 11th Doctor, most of that was a fairy tale. Now with Capaldi, it's going to be a dark fairy tale. One thing you're also going to notice, if you haven't already, I don't know why they decided to do this, but they mute so many of the colors in this era. Like, his outfit is so dark. Clara starts wearing darker outfits. Everyone starts wearing darker outfits. Everywhere they go is so much darker. For some reason, it works, though. Like, I feel like while all the colors are dark, there's still a lot of good lighting, so it really works. But I don't know why they decided to do that with this era.
I thought it was a clever little thing right there at the end when they landed, that the outfit that she was wearing was a tartan plaid, and so it's very Scottish.
Yeah, so...
and I can't remember, was that what she was wearing at the beginning of the episode?
Yeah, it was. That's what she wore all of last episode. I mean, when you really stop and think about it, you can also understand a bit of Clara's problems in this episode, because it's been a long day for her. Like, when she started her day, it was Christmas. She was trying to make a turkey. She said that her boyfriend was coming over to meet her parents, and then her friend aged 1,000 years and exploded on this planet, and then sneezed and turned into an angry Scotsman, and then they were eaten by a dinosaur in Victorian London. The dinosaur died, and then they were captured by robots that were harvesting organs from humans. It's been a long day for Clara. I kind of get it. I kind of get why she's so distressed in this episode. So... But also, just a great callback to The Girl in the Fireplace, which I always contend is the best episode of Doctor Who. I just really enjoyed. I think it's the perfect blend of both history and sci-fi with the two different eras, as well as just the tragedy that you'll get a lot in Doctor Who. And I think the story of Madame de Pompadour works really well. So calling back to that, I think, is really great, and using it in a way that it's like, even if you haven't seen that episode, then you could still watch this and be like, okay, this is interesting, why they're using all these human organs to repair themselves. So,
I thought it would have been interesting if, for example, when the Doctor looked at the main bad guy, with the robotic eye still, if there were just a flashback, because remember when Tennant walked through that ship, one of the cameras had an eyeball on it.
Yeah.
If they, just little flashbacks, so he says, I'm remembering something, but I can't remember from where I'm remembering it.
Yeah, so. But yeah. Oh, I should also say, this is actually the final appearance of Madame Vastra and Jenny and Strax. They never came back after this.
Huh.
Now they've done, I think they've done like a bunch of audio stories and comics and books and stuff, but for some reason, this is the last time they appear on screen. So.
Well, that's very odd because they've been there for quite some time, and they're obviously somebody that I would think the audience enjoys.
Yeah, I don't know. They just, for some reason, they just never went back to that. So,
but again, I've said this for the last couple of years, especially through the last 3 Doctors. I love the fact that in all of this incredible drama, and everything is horrible and the world's going to end and dinosaurs are going up in flames, it's still very funny.
Yeah.
All right. And Strax, of course, is probably the best one because he's unintentionally funny.
Yeah.
This is a guy that was raised a certain way, and the fact that after he called her Miss Clara, the next time he spoke to her, he said, "Now my boy," because he still can't differentiate. So it's just that incidental humor makes this a lot easier to take in.
Yeah.
To digest.
And definitely like. The with the vibes I get from them, especially with this episode, is like it very much feels like the old Unit days of even in like the 4th Doctor's era, where it's like, well, eventually you go back to Unit, even with the 4th Doctor who can just take off and go anywhere, but you still have this one place that's kind of grounded and you can come back to, and I kind of like that. I kind of wish like, I mean I know I talk about every Doctor's era needing to kind of be different and almost be a different show, but I like the idea of having just a place that the Doctor is just like, all right, I'm going to come back here every so often when I just need to stop or I need to do something, and so, with this and then with Unit and everything, you could kind of argue that with the 11th Doctor, they kind of had that with just Amy and Rory and their lives on Earth, so, or with the 10th Doctor occasionally going back to London to see Rose's family or Martha's family or Donna's family. So it's like they have a bit of that, but I don't know. I just kind of like that of just having a. It's weird to say the Doctor should have a home base. The home base is the TARDIS, and it moves. It's a spectacular thing actually, but I don't know. It's just it's nice to have a place where you can just land the TARDIS. And you're going to be good. And that'll come back again a little bit later.
Have a cuppa.
Yeah.
Now, it bothers me as a person in theater. The last shot of him there in his new suit. And I thought, okay, not wearing the bow tie. But then he's not wearing a tie at all. He's just got his white shirt buttoned up with no tie. That has always bothered me when I see people. And I know it was a trend, but why? I mean, I don't get that.
Well, they definitely wanted to invoke Jon Pertwee's outfits with this. I think they may even have, for like the initial press releases, they may have just gotten one of his suits and just put Capaldi in it. But yeah, I don't know. They just didn't want to go with a tie at all. It's also interesting because his outfit will also evolve and change. But very subtly. Like, you kind of have to be like, oh, wait a minute, he is wearing something a bit different. Like, he'll wear the jacket, but he'll be wearing a different shirt underneath, or he'll have different pants or something. It's all very subtle, but it is all still in the same vein as this current outfit.
In the thumbnail that we started with, he was wearing the little, tuxedo wingtip thing. That without a tie, I can understand. But just a regular white shirt with top buttoned and no tie is just weird to me.
Yeah, so it's not my favorite of his outfits. He'll change it, especially when we get into season 9 and season 10. So, but that's our setup for this season. We got a lot of interesting stuff going on this season. Also down to Missy at the end of the episode, the strange twisted Mary Poppins who resides in heaven. what could be going on there? I mean, I know.
Now, was
they know.
she the lady who gave Clara the phone number? Or was that...
Well,
he mentioned the lady who gave you... He said who it was. So I'm assuming that's who this is, but I only vaguely remember the lady giving her the phone number.
Yeah. It's basically just something she mentioned in her first episode when she phoned the TARDIS. So there was a woman in the shop that gave her the number for the TARDIS, and there was someone who put that advertisement in the papers. It wasn't the Doctor, it wasn't Clara, it wasn't even the robots in this. Someone else did it, and now we see Missy. So we'll just have to see what's going on with all of that. So,
okay.
But yeah, you got anything else?
I got nothing.
Then that is basically it. With all of that being said, we're Alex and Dad from 7th Hour Films, and we will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go check out any of those. There's a playlist with all of our modern Doctor Who reactions, as well as another playlist with every Doctor Who video that's on the channel. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.